Marty Ranson was the dork of Doddsville High.
You get undressed in there.
His classmates laughed at him.
Are you ready?
Here's Marty.
Where's the beef?
They tormented him.
Where's the beef?
And then they went too far. Now, 5 years later, Marty's throwing a little party.
Lights on.
A class reunion.
Come on, you guys, let's party.
They say he still roams the nut house, ever hopeful of that chance to escape, so he can take his evil revenge out on us all.
And he's making sure everyone has the time of their life.
I feel sick!
He's created a romantic atmosphere for rekindling old flames. And a nice place to just hang around. Marty hasn't forgotten a thing. He's giving them a blast from the past they'll never forget. Marty Ranson is still a dork, but tonight he's getting even. Vestron Pictures presents Slaughter High.
What's up, Gorehounds? Welcome to the Gore More Podcast. I am that not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in as always. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. No. For with me, as always, are... You know what? We're just going to say the high school dropouts of Slaughter High, because it works.
That sounds good.
Yeah, starting with the Dark Lord himself, the Dark Lord of Knowledge, that is, the Chad Daddy, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Next, we have that Meat Mountain, the killing machine himself, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Howdy, fuckers.
Ooh, look at that new mask. We'll talk about that in a second. And, of course, we have the host with the ghost, El Scubacaba, the Duke of the Dead, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
I'm Iron Man.
He is Iron Man. For you audio listeners, Steve is wearing some sexy Iron Man glasses right now. If you don't know, go look for a picture of Tony Stark with some sexy black frame glasses, and you'll see it. And they're also in Ragnarok, where, oh my God, dude, Jesus, fuck, stay, help me out. I need a name. Hulk.
Ruffalo.
What's his name?
Ruffalo.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Banner.
Ruffalo wears them. Jesus, fuck, dude, brain farting terribly.
I'd say, yeah, man, you're really having it tonight. Oh,
That's what I was saying, dude. I was like, I needed a handout on that one, but nobody was doing it. Anyways, today is May 16th, 2022, and we have a, well, shit-filled episode today. I'm not even fucking sugarcoat that.
No.
But before we get into the shit, we're going to talk about what we did last week. So, Chad Daddy, if you want to start us off, homie.
Well, just another boring week of, not being employed yet, still looking for a job. So spent a lot of time outside. The weather was gorgeous. Went out back, got rid of a bunch of junk that was in the backyard. We had a lot from when we built the addition onto the house. There was, some leftover debris and stuff. We got that cleared out, taken away. There's a little bit left. Going to finish that this week. Clear out some logs from when we cut down a tree. Then we're going to have a nice big backyard. Going to set up the swing set and the trampoline and everything for the kids.
Nice.
So that was most of my week. And let's see, Friday being Friday the 13th, I sat here and watched Friday the 13th part 2 because, for me,
That's
it's
your
my
favorite.
favorite. Got to watch that
Right.
one. Got to represent. What else? And Saturday. Okay, so my son's birthday was Thursday.
Yeah.
And the only thing he wanted to do for his birthday was go to Red Lobster. So we said, we're not going to Red Lobster on your birthday because it's almost an hour drive. We'll go on the weekend. So we go up to my in-laws because it's like 10 minutes from theirs. So of course we get up, get him ready, and he is sick. Slept the entire day.
Oh,
Poor guy didn't even get to go to Red Lobster.
That
He
sucks.
felt better. And of course, yesterday he's feeling better. He's like, "Can we go to Red Lobster today?" I'm like, "No." Like maybe next weekend, but I'm not going today. So he was a little disappointed, but he did get his the new Switch Sports game.
Yeah, dude, this
Nice.
is awesome.
Yeah, we're playing. Well, I played a little bit with him yesterday. Man, I gotta say, tennis sucks. I don't like tennis.
I will whoop your ass at tennis, dude.
I'll whoop your ass at badminton, then.
All right, wait. Let me ask you why tennis sucks. Do you know how to use your front player?
Yeah, I just don't like the scoring.
Okay,
I don't
dude.
understand the scoring for tennis either.
First
It's
of
so
all,
weird.
Well, that's just tennis, first of
Yeah.
all. But
Yeah.
that's fine. That's not marking. All right, I get that. But and nobody knows how to use the front guy. All you have to do is swing when the ball is near your front player, and he will fucking hit it.
No shit.
It's an automatic, like they both swing for you. It's just whatever ball is
Whichever guy's closest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I
So
didn't
it's
know
like,
that.
yo, if it's always going near your front guy, you could just totally like own house, and you're just like, nope, spike, nope.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Swinging for
It's
the
gonna
ball.
go back and be like, I fucking love tennis. I just whooped their ass.
So yeah, we played that for a little bit yesterday. And what else did we do? Watched the Pittsburgh Penguins blow a 3-1 lead and choke in Game 7 and lose to the fucking Rangers.
Sorry.
That'll happen.
Hey, laugh it up. You know, they could barely get past a third string goaltender, so they're not going to make it past the next round.
It's fine with me.
So is what it is. And then, watched this movie today.
Something.
It was something, all right. But yeah, that was about it. Bobby, what about you, brother?
My weekend was pretty quiet. I worked for most of it. So for Friday the 13th, all I did was watch, Friday the 13th. And that was it. Like, there really wasn't much to this weekend. Saturday night, me and my girlfriend went out to Pennsylvania after work to have dinner with a couple of friends of ours. And then
Wait. Are you saying you went to a midnight dinner at a country estate in Pennsylvania?
Yes, I did.
You guys remember that from Simpsons?
Yes, I did. I did exactly that.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, I worked. There really wasn't much else that I could do because I was working. But I did receive a little something that has been in the works now for quite a few months, quite a few months, and it is finally here. Lance McKinney at Masks by Lance has made me my custom brand new Jason mask.
Nice.
As you can see, it is a Jason X mask with the Part 9 damage, as well as a few other little things we decided to throw in there to try things out. The straps are actually from Part 8, along with how they lock in. So this is now my brand new custom Jason mask that I will be using within the next month. I have a shoot date set up. Just need to find a location with someone who doesn't comment here anymore because she gets flagged because everybody comments the fucking hell out of her.
Yeah.
So Janie, since I don't think you could comment, it sucks to be you anyway, but that's what you're gonna see, but you're not going to see the rest of it until it's in person. So I just received that today. So Lance, if you see this, thank you, and I will message him later. But that's about it. That's literally it. I didn't really do much this weekend. So that's the extent of my weekend. Lord Scuba, tell me about yours.
So my week was pretty chill. I worked all week. Thursday, what did I do Thursday? I thought I did something special Thursday. I guess I didn't. Friday I did an episode of Somewhat Supernatural, and it was on the origins of Friday the 13th. And then we had a Q&A with the Ghost Vatos.
Nice.
That went pretty good. And then Saturday, I hit the road for 7.5 hours, almost to Oklahoma, with the Ghost Vatos, and we did a paranormal investigation at a place called Haunted Hill Manor. And it was a nice place, man. Like we walked in, and the craziest part about this investigation is this is the first investigation where we did not in person meet the owner of the home.
Really?
Yeah, and so I thought that was kind of odd. Everything was through text message, and she's like, "There's a lockbox with a key. Here's the code."
Yeah, this doesn't sound like a setup by any fucking means
So-
in my book.
Yeah, so I was
No,
like,
not at all.
Death
This
trap, Steve.
so I was like, "This is weird," but we went, and I didn't get any bad vibes at all when we first got there. Like it just felt just like this inviting vibe, and fuck those spirits for fucking with us that way, because boy, did we ever get some fucking crazy activity, man. So to start off with, we're not even set up for investigation. We went to go eat dinner, and we came back. We're just relaxing because we're like, we'll start about 9:30. And as we're sitting there just looking at the surveillance cameras just to make sure everything's where we want it, one of our toolboxes in the dining room. So the living room and the dining room are connected. There's really no separation. And Mike is sitting at the computer. I'm sitting on the couch. We took my buddy Ben with us, and he was sitting across from me, and Joe was sitting on the couch next to me. We hear this loud thud, and we're like, what the fuck was that? And so Mike got scared, and he's like, dude, the toolbox just fucking opened up by itself. And this fucking toolbox was on the floor, and it just flung the fuck open.
Like Evil Dead, fucking style, dude. Like,
Yes. Yeah, just fucking opens up, and we're like,
Hey, that's when you glow. That's when you leave.
Fuck
You
that. That's
leave.
when the fun begins. So we're like,
It's like bust up a proton pack there.
so we're like, okay, that's crazy, whatever. We shake it off. Well, Mike, a while back, or years ago, went to the Sloss Furnace. I don't remember exactly where it is, but this is really haunted location. And there was an exorcism performed there, and everybody there was given a vial of the salt that was used for the exorcism, and they were told to never open this salt. But we use it as a trigger object when we go to the investigations. Always in the container, though. We're always joking that we're going to open it. Well, I'm not saying something possessed me, but I was sitting on the couch and I was looking around, just waiting for everybody to get ready, just my normal happy scuba self. And Ben goes, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You've been sitting here for 30 minutes staring at the wall." I'm like, "No, I haven't. I was just fucking looking around." He's like, "Dude, I've been sitting here staring at you, watching you stare the fucking wall." And I'm like, "No." And he's like, yeah. So he shows me video, and I'm just sitting there staring at the fucking wall. So I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I'm like, what the
Jesus
fuck?
Christ.
So then I noticed that I feel weird. I'm like, I feel weird. Like, oh, maybe it's just my, maybe I didn't take my fucking diabetes medication. So maybe that's what it is. I just feel off. And so we're joking around later on, and Mike hands me the salt, and he's like, "Open it, Scoobs." We always joke about it. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm not going to fucking open it. Don't know what the fuck happened. I see it. And it was so weird because I see him hand it to me. I see my hand reach it. I see my other hand go to open it. And the entire time in my head, I'm like, don't fucking do it. What are you fucking doing? What are you fucking doing? And I opened this fucking possessed salt, or used to be possessed. Anyways, shit just fucking went down.
I'm sorry, Brody's comment, dude.
This is true. This is fucking true.
Sorry, Steve. Didn't mean to.
I didn't watch it, so I gotta go back and watch it.
So I open it and I'm like, what the fuck? And then Joe's like, well, give it to me. So I handed it to Joe, and Joe like stuck his finger on it and tasted it. And we're just like fucking being weird shit that we would never fucking do. So then later on, we're conducting EVP sessions, and we're going to do an episode of Somewhat Supernatural, and I'm going to play these fucking EVPs that we got. We're getting the weirdest fucking intelligent answers. Then we ask this thing that's talking to us what its name is. Mind you, we don't have any devices. Usually we have an Ovilus or something running that'll talk to us. We had nothing. We're just sitting around talking to each other, asking questions to the recorder.
Okay.
And we have the only thing running was a device that gives off white static noises. That's it. It just gives off white static. And we're getting fucking responses when we're playing the shit back. And we're like, what the fuck? We hear a voice that sounds like Joe's wife, who was not at the investigation. Then we get something calling Joe's name. We get screams, like blood-curdling fucking screams coming through this fucking static. And we're like, what the fuck? So we ask this thing, what's your name? Who are you? And it would not fucking answer us. It would just say, fuck you. And it's clear as fucking day, but it sounds digitized. And it's like, fuck you, fuck your mother. Like all this crazy shit, bro. And then finally, Joe says, in the name of Jesus Christ, I demand you to tell me your name. And it says Zozo, which if you don't know who Zozo is a fucking demon that is related to the Ouija board.
Yep.
He comes through a lot through the fucking Ouija board. So for us to make contact this way was really fucking weird. I've never seen Mike fucking get pale, because when it said who it was, he went fucking pale white. And the only reason he went pale white was because it was in the same voice and the same tone that he heard when the exorcism occurred, where he received the vial of fucking salt.
No shit.
Yes. So just shit starts going off, and then eventually everything just kind of dies down. We go to bed. everybody feels better. Like, you know, we feel more relaxed. Everything's fine. We're like, okay, we're good. We're good. This thing's gone. I'm not going to worry about it. If I could pull down my pants right now and show you boys as proof of this, I would. But I wake up at about 4:30, 4.
I mean, you're not selling me on pulling your pants down.
Well,
Steve. I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I wake up with the most excruciating pain on my hip, like if somebody just punched the shit out of me. It hurt so bad I could not move my fucking leg. And it felt like if somebody had just come and just fucking started wailing on my fucking leg. And so I wake Ben up and I'm like, Ben. I was like, I don't know if my camera's still fucking rolling or not. And I really hope that it's fucking that I haven't gone through the footage yet, but it's only got about 8 hours of recording time. So I don't know if it caught it or not, but something fucking hit me, man. And so, you know, the girlfriend was over last night and I had told her about it. She's like, well, do you have a bruise or anything? I was like, I don't know. I didn't even check. So she pulls my boxers down to see, and there's a fucking bruise on my leg where I got hit.
Dude, I thought you were about to tell us you got like a fucking bite mark or something. I'm like,
That's what I was waiting
That would have
for.
been worse.
fuck off, dude.
There is a fucking bruise on my leg where and I'm telling you, man, I've never had that much pain in it was like in my hip area to where I could not even straighten my leg. It hurt so fucking bad.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. And then we spent another almost 8 hours driving back home. And we got here and got to watch this fuck ass movie. And
That's a long ass weekend, dude.
That is.
A long ass weekend.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
But that's the price you pay for being a Ghost Vato, and I love it. So
But
Yeah,
it
I guess so.
sounds like a great fucking weekend.
yeah. So
Well-
and now, yep. Oh, and then like Brody said, there was a rocking chair that we had a doll on, and the fucking thing started moving by itself. While we're on Facebook Live. Brody was watching the fucking Facebook Live while this shit's happening.
I saw like a little bit of it where you're like goofing around with the
Yeah.
camera and stuff like that, but
I saw
No
a
shit.
couple like seconds. I was so
no
tired.
shit, dude. That's awesome, man.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, so that was my weekend, and then like I said, I got to watch this movie. That's
Nice.
it. Big Johnny T, what about you, buddy?
Well, let's see. We all said it was Friday 13th, so I went down to Blairstown for my first time just for the fuck of it. And well, a fellow horror podcast, Horror 365, was putting on an event. They put on a little mini con, and it was pretty awesome, dude. It was definitely a little mini con. Everybody had their little 10x10 pop-ups. It was hot as fuck. I mean, I probably hopped into town for like, I don't know, 4 hours at max. Didn't even get to eat in the diner, but it was packed, and I was like, yeah, it's all right, dude. I'll just, whatever. But did hit up some vendors, got some new flap rim, which is always appreciated. That's upstairs. And then got the wife a new Jason shirt, and I got the kiddo. So it wasn't necessarily a loss, but it wasn't the win I was hoping for. So I'm buying these two things from this one vendor, the hat and the shirt. And I'm like, yeah. And I look down, and there's this black thing, and it looks like a fanny pack, and it's got Ecto. It's got Slimer from Real Ghostbusters holding the Ecto High C. And I was like, oh my God, dude, it's an Ecto fanny pack. I'm getting it for the daughter. So I didn't realize till later, and I'm like sending pictures to the wife. It was all folded up. It's not a fanny pack, to which I was actually kind of upset with, which I never thought I would actually be upset that something wasn't a fanny pack. But yeah, that was also a weird life realization at that moment. But it's a collapsible cooler. So it's an Ecto cooler.
Oh, nice. Hey, that's a win.
That's fucking cool.
It is a win.
Yeah,
I wanted her to have the fanny pack too. I don't know.
Well, she
Would've
could
been
use
cool.
that as her lunchbox for school.
I'm gonna use that for anything. Either way.
Beer.
But yeah, that was sweet. And then they had a couple alumni and everything through the Friday 13th and stuff like that. I didn't really go up, and I don't do the whole schmoozing thing. That's not really my bag. But I love seeing the vendors and what people got. Lots of soaps. Tons of Hawk soaps.
Huh.
I didn't get any of my, it's not necessarily my thing, but man, there was like 4 or 5 vendors that had different soaps. It was cool. They all looked awesome. No bags on it whatsoever. Town was kind of cool. And yeah, man, it was like a 3-hour drive for me each way. So, you know what I mean? Nice little day.
That's
And
not
then
bad.
Saturday was officially summer for me because I opened the motherfucking pool. Well, not just me, but my family and I opened the pool, got that bitch ready, and she was like good to go. So like literally by the next day, she was cleaned, vacuumed, and like chlorined up, ready to go. And the daughter, of course, she's like, I want to go swimming. I'm like, no, it's too fucking cold. She's like, yeah, but it's hot out. I'm like, the water's 62. You're not gonna last in there. She's like, I'll be fine. I'm like, okay. She's like, how should I go in? Should I jump or go down the ladder? I'm like, well, if you think you're actually going to go in, I always say jump because going down the ladder is the bitch way, and that you're just never going to do it.
Yeah.
She chose ladder, and then she never did it because she's like, Daddy, my feet are numb. And I'm like, I'm like, listen, if it's too cold for me, it's definitely going to be too cold for you. Like 68 is where I'm like, okay, I'll go in then. That's bearable enough if it's hot, you know what I mean? But nope, did that. And then also the best part of the weekend was purchased the new Evil Dead game, which also came out on Friday 13th. And
Yeah,
Steve
buddy.
also just bought that.
I
right
just
now.
bought it right. I mean, it's
Like
done.
literally
downloading.
meow. It's
It
downloading.
just got
as we
done
speak.
downloading right meow.
So Brody, you should download that, and then we could all play after the show. Motherfucker, I know you're listening. It is fantastic, dude. I even like, I think the wife and I got to play like 3 or 4 different rounds. We lost a couple, we won a couple. Friday 13th meets Left 4 Dead. It's the easiest way I can explain that situation. It's your PvP kind of bullshit. It doesn't have to be, though. They do have AI functions, which is nice. It is on all systems, Heather, and it is crossplay. So not on the Switch yet, though. It's coming to the Switch, and I love my Switch, but man, if you got something better, I would get it on something a little bigger and beefier, personally.
Yeah.
Just my regard. The kills are fucking gory as shit. The kills are funny though. Okay, so you fight Deadites, or you could fight. You guys have seen the show, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know like the eyeless demons that Lucy Lawless. Okay, so those are in it too, or it's the skeletons from Army of Darkness. So when you're doing all the gory kills to the skeletons, it just looks kind of funny, but it still kind of works because it's Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the gruesome bloody kills, oh my god, man. Like head, like shovel decapitation, right on point. Axe in the face, dude. Like the Deadites are crazy. And the best part, at least for me, because I didn't even think about it. I don't know why, but I'm just like running through, going to my objective. Dude, all of a sudden this tree comes out and just fucking bitch slaps me out.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's fucking bad.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's
watch
so
out for random
cool.
fucking trees if you plan on getting it, dude, because that shit will fucking bitch slap you, and it's scared, and you can get possessed, dude. Scared the fuck out of me. It literally like all of a sudden takes over your screen, and there's like a fucking deadite, like, bleh! And I'm like, what the fuck was that, dude? Like, just
Nice.
You just sold the game, like literally sold it
Brody,
to 3 people.
you can call in. I don't even care if you're already at work. Just be like, you know what? I am sick and need
I got
to
the
go home.
squirts. I gotta go.
There you go. I ate fucking the dirty bird, and it's just hit hard. All right, but enough about that. We're here to talk about the shitty fucking movie that I don't think anybody really liked, and I'm
No.
not even trying to jump ahead to Brody's, but oh my god, it was something.
You know where we fucked up? Did you play the video?
No,
And
I
I didn't
realize-
say it.
no.
Wow.
Ah,
No.
shit.
Hey man, it wouldn't be the shit show without it, right?
Damn
It's
right.
got- yeah.
Anyways, that was our Slice of Life.
Yeah, thank you, Scuba.
Better late than never.
That's
Yes.
fucking right. You know what? So I'm pretty sure Mr. Amode made us watch this piece of shit. So Bob, what are we discussing today?
I don't know. I find this way too funny.
That's fine.
Really, I just do.
We're gonna
Today
keep it
we are
light.
watching.
You can't spell slaughter without laughter, Bobby.
That's right.
Today we are watching Slaughter High from 1986. It was released November 14th, 1986. And here is the plot rundown, short and sweet today, ladies and gentlemen. A group of popular students play a cruel prank on a shy nerd, resulting in a terrible accident. Years later, a reunion is held where Each of the students face a stalker killer who may be the same nerd out for revenge. Real quick, I know we got shit to go through real quick. If you go to a 5-year reunion, your school looks like that, would you go inside? I'm going to go with no, unless you're going for ghosts. That's a different story. We'll get to that when we discuss this piece of shit.
I don't know, because 5 years later, you're that young 20-something, still feel like you know it all, invincible.
Like
You know,
all
I
of
think-
them.
I think I would have.
I still have more to add to that, but yeah, we'll get to that when
We'll get to that.
discuss.
So I'll keep going here with this. Directed by George Dugdale, Living Doll, Mark Ezra, Savage Hearts, House Swap, Peter Linton, Living Doll, Heaven's a Drag, never been there. Written by George Dugdale, Living Doll, Mark Ezra, Blind Justice, Love Potion, Peter Linton, Heaven's a Drag. Boy, these guys really did the same shit.
Yeah, but the producer did some fire stuff.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Produced by Stephen Minasian. Am I saying that right? Minasian.
Asian.
Okay. Pieces, as we all know. Don't Open Till Christmas. And
That was a fun one.
Dick Randell, Crocodile, and Pieces. Crocodile was a great movie, I will say.
I haven't seen Crocodile since I've been a little kid, dude. I do not remember.
I don't think I've
anything
ever
about
seen Crocodile, but I remember Alligator.
Alligator. I think I remember Alligator more.
Oh, maybe
than
I saw
Crocodile.
Alligator then.
It
Which
might
one?
be.
Alligator was in the sewers, was it not?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so that was the one I saw.
So who would like to give the cast rundown here?
All right, starring Simon Scudamore as Marty Ranson, Caroline Munro, the abominable Dr. Phoebes, Dracula AD 1972, as Carol Manning, Carmine Iannacone, Made to Order Split Decisions as Skip Pollock, Donna Yeager, Strong Medicine as Stella, Gary Martin, Living Doll, Never Ending Story 3 as Joe, Billy Hartman, Highlander, Emmerdale Farm as Frank, Michael Safran, the Ketchup King, Dogma as Ted Harrison, John Segal, Horror Planet, Doctor Who as Carl Putney, Kelly Baker, Don't Open Till Christmas, Guiding Light as Nancy, Sally Cross, Together Nothing Goes Right as Susan, Josephine Scandi, Malaysia 2000, Fuck Your Immorality as Shirley.
What?
Wow.
That's the name of the movie? Fuck Your Immorality?
It says "fuck you, immortality."
Oh, sorry.
Fuck you, immortality. But
See,
still.
Even still.
Fuck you, Immortality. My bad. Mark Smith, Blade Runner Hardware as Coach. Dick Randall, the Mad Butcher, Beware of a Holy Whore as Manny.
Random.
John Clark, Savage's Heart as Digby. Chad Daddy, let's roll.
Music by Harry Manfredini, Friday the 13th, and also Swamp Thing. By the way, like we were discussing before this, most, if not all, of his music was recycled from Friday the 13th, Part 5. Cinematography by Alan Pudney, not Dean Cundy. Don't Open Till Christmas and Scream Time. Edited by Jim Connick. The Marked One, Let's Get Laid. Effects and makeup by Peter Litton, who did one of our more recent favorites, Rawhead Rex, and I use the word favorite very loosely. Distributed by Vestron Pictures. Runtime of 91 minutes. Rated R. Grossed 2.1 mil, or no, it was budgeted 2.1 mil, grossed $90,000, but it only played on 38 screens.
So
Their budget was $2 million for this piece of shit, and they couldn't get some fucking light bulbs.
Dude,
They
probably
spent it all on that Jester fucking mask.
yo, that I'll say that
and they
mess.
spent half a
the only-
million using Friday the 13th music, I'm sure.
I'll say
That,
the only
that's
good,
probably what
the
it
only
was.
good portion was the music, and honestly, the mask he used it actually is kind of creepy. I
This
will
is-
give
I
it
did
that.
like the mask. The
Oh,
mask was
this
pretty
is
I'll
the
cool.
give you that.
second shitty movie where the killer wears a jester mask.
The-
Because even in the last one, it was a clown jester type fucking mask.
okay,
I feel
so
this one was better though.
okay, but I just want to say there's a scene where he's chasing the final girl at the end,
Mhm.
and she's hiding behind the wall, and he goes by, and you just hear the little bells jingling all like crazy, and all I could think of is that's not a very stealthy
At
suit.
all.
And you know what
At all.
that brought me back to our discussion when we did oh my god, what was the baby face killer?
Oh,
Hills Run Red.
Yeah, Hills Run Red.
Hills Run Red, yeah, because he had fucking rattles and shit on his neck. That is not stealthy by any means.
Mm-mm.
No.
You know,
Very good point. But you know what? The jingles still work because she still killed fucking Skip. So
Right
you
in
know,
the fucking face with a hatchet
Yeah.
too.
fuck.
You know what
Skip, dude.
I
He's an
find
ass.
funny is that
Fuck
final-
everybody.
all-
There was
No.
no likable character. in
No,
this
there
movie. I didn't
wasn't.
even like the killer. Fuck him too.
Not a one. They were all.
You know, it
douchebags.
makes me question though how they got that final girl for this movie because that woman was in Hammer horror films.
Mhm.
She was a James Bond technical girl. She was in The Spy Who Loved Me. Like,
This is why they spent
so how
$2
did, like-
million dollars on this.
That's where.
poop out of
That's where a
movie.
million
Like,
went.
that's
right
like
there.
that's your budget right there. Is the fact that you got a Bond girl if you want to get technical, like, and a Dr. Phibes. You worked with Vincent Price.
I
All right.
just felt like I was watching a shitty horror version of Porky's at the
Yeah.
beginning.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because I almost had that same idea, but mine was going more Toxic Avenger.
That's
I was
what
like,
I
wait
thought.
a minute.
That's
I was
I
like,
got a
yeah.
toxic Avenger
I was
vibe
like,
from it.
this dude literally chose the wrong path. Toxie chose the right path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this guy could have been Darkman, but he
Yeah.
was like, no,
Yeah.
fuck you. I'm gonna.
However, and I pointed this out to the wife, you get to see Dick in this one.
Yes, you do.
So I was gonna note that for all you ladies out there, it's one of the like 5 movies out of the 200 that we've almost reviewed that may or may not have Dick in it, and this one definitely has Dick in it.
Yes.
And it's,
Like,
it's not
full
a slouch.
frontal.
It's not a slouch dick.
I mean, well, you're never gonna get a wreck Dick because that's obviously a totally different movie.
No, but
category.
he was. I don't know. He was hanging. Let's be real. There was a little hang there.
It was upside down too.
Exactly.
Pissing his own face. It's bad news bear.
So-
A lot of man ass too.
Yes.
Yeah.
they
lot
do.
of
Not
man
only,
ass.
not only one man ass, but I believe double man ass. I counted, if I'm not mistaken.
So
You get a little titty action.
We get I was just
literally,
glad
a
it was
little
titty.
titty.
That
Yeah,
was
a
like
little.
really the only thing that I was like, oh,
Kept it going.
titties. Oh,
Yeah.
titties.
Which brings me to one of my questions that I've written down. Why in the fuck is there a bathtub in a
Dude,
school?
No. Okay, why is there a bathtub? Why is there a bedroom? Chad, there's so many more. This school makes no fucking sense.
Well,
Why-
I mean, the caretaker did live there, so maybe
Did he live there or did he just
Did he
take
know?
care of it?
I assumed he lived there because I mean, most caretakers for big places like that do actually live on the
So
property.
they're fucking in that dude's bed?
Probably
Poor dude.
That poor
Hey,
old guy.
they
By the
got
way,
what
he-
they deserved. Fuck them.
By the way, he was the only likable character in the whole movie.
He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
He got off first. And I was like, God damn it, man.
I know,
He
I was
got his
hoping he was
beer,
gonna
he was
live.
happy. Like, he didn't even get to drink the beer. Like, fuck. That bed kill, though, was cool, though. I did like the electric shock. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, oh, all right. Bob, you just
Bobby,
you hit down to the yellow hard.
what the hell happened?
Like, fuck him. Bob just lagged out like, "Meh, meh."
But going back to the bed kill, I could be wrong, but it seemed like he blew his load right as he was dying. So at least he died happy in a way.
Wait, did that dude die on the bed thing? Because it looked like he pulled out and was trying to jump off of her. While she was
He
dying.
had, dude. There's no the electricity had to pass through her. Come on, and you didn't see him again after that.
Imagine if it just gave you a really nice tingle.
He blew his load really fast.
Yeah, right. Just
Okay, here we are. So, all right, real quick. The reason why I chose this movie is because when I was younger, for some reason, again, I was younger. This was probably what I considered a guilty pleasure. I haven't watched this thing in
You know what? It makes so much sense. This just had enough
Six or se-
titties in it to where
six
young
or
Bob was interested
6
the
or
whole
7
time.
years. It's been a bit since I watched this. I watched this now and I went like this. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The guys are gonna give me so much shit
This-
for this.
But no, it wasn't even like the guys are gonna give me shit. It was like, oh, I would give me shit.
You know what, dude?
Okay.
Honestly, this movie could be saved with one simple, like, fail swoop. Trauma just needs to put their label on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you labeled this a trauma film, $100 dude.
Okay.
Yep.
Not just make it a trauma film, but change the ending. Because spoiler alert, none of it fucking happened. It was
Yeah,
all
technically,
in,
none of it
all in
happened.
his fucking head.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what the weird part is?
It was
I
all
actually don't
basically a
remember the
dream, which is a
ending.
big. And by the way, the original filming name for this was April Fool's Day,
Yes.
Which
But-
would have made way more fucking sense.
and it had almost the same basic ending.
See, I never seen April Fool's Day though.
Yeah, it wasn't that far off.
You guys did that early on in the podcast. So
Okay,
Bob and I are
So
super
spoiler alert: April Fool's Day is literally just one big April Fool's Day prank played
Right.
on-
Nobody dies. I know
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I remember listening to you guys' review on it.
Well, see, and
But
that's what I assumed was going to happen with this. I assumed it was just going to be one big April
Big
Fool's prank
prank.
on her. But then when she died, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, then they had that really cool dream sequence. Like
Yeah,
that
'cause
was
I was-
kind of
Yeah,
I
I'll
was-
say. Yeah. So, sorry. Go ahead, Chad.
But yeah, like I was just really confused because when they go back to look at where the bodies were, it was like there was nothing there, like nothing ever happened. Me and my wife looked at each other like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh yeah, because like that dude like that died under the lawnmower and shit
Yeah,
and everything.
There was
like that.
nothing, not even a drop of blood.
Yeah, that what I don't know. I didn't expect it to all of a sudden go like full dream sequence or whatever, but I don't know.
And by
Like,
the way,
I want to like the ending with him like peeling his own face, but even that was kind of like okay, like
Yeah.
but your graft did take you asshole, so you just fucked yourself. Like I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's crazy. We get it, but I
and
don't
yeah,
know,
like
man.
I watched this on Tubi, and there I kept seeing this. One of the commercials they showed during the ad break was for the new episode of Dr. Phil,
Mm-hmm.
and that looked more interesting than
Seeing
this.
than the fucking movie. Yep.
You guys saw the same one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was just
Dude.
nothing likable about this.
This,
movie at
but this is
really.
also this is the shitty Friday the 13th because
No.
it's
I'm also
basically,
trying to
you know,
figure out why everybody was smoking
it's
a
very
joint
similar.
like this. Like why everybody had a joint in between their fucking hands and was smoking it like this. I have never seen that. I've been smoking weed since I've been 13. I have never fucking seen that in my entire fucking life. What the fuck does this do by any means? I'm gonna try this out later. I'm gonna roll a blunt and fucking do this. But
Do it.
I don't fucking I don't
I
get
need
it.
video.
Oh, that's
I
funny
need
as
video
hell.
of this happening.
Oh, by the way, and I can't say the names, but I definitely popped some cherries down in Blairstown with a blunt, dude. And it was
oh,
that's what I forgot. to
I
fucking
feel like
Wait
I
a
know
minute.
who. I
Okay,
can tell.
wait. I forgot to say it. All right, so I got to side note this shit real quick because I did the most fucking Friday 13th shit on Friday 13th, and it's fucking baller. I don't give a shit. So, me and my car, Jersey, mind you, so weed's legal, so everybody can fuck off. So, I got my bud, and I just went and got some wraps, and I was like, "Fuck, dude," and I was like, "I need to roll this on something." But I don't have a CD book or anything anymore in my fucking car because it's 2022. I mean, I do in my fucking trunk, but I was like, I don't want to get it. I was like, what do I have flat in here? I know, my fucking Versus machete. So I roll the blunt on my Versus machete in Blairstown, in front of the Blairstown diner on Friday 13th. Tell me that isn't the motherfucking most Friday 13th shit
great.
in the fucking yeah.
That's where
That's
you're
bravo.
supposed to say like. That's where
Bravo,
you're supposed to
sir.
say like Jordan came out of nowhere just as Jason is like looking at you as you're doing it.
I mean, Jordan was there, but he wasn't dressed up as Jason. But yeah, that was I forgot to fucking tell you that, dude. That was a good one.
That's fucking great.
Anyways, back to this shit town fucking movie.
There was just, like I said, there was nothing good about this movie. The kills were
No.
The story
lighting
was
was
like,
terrible.
what?
The
The
lighting
lighting.
was- The
And that's why
lighting was
I
so bad.
purposely did a shitty dark lighting. But
Mhm.
hold on.
No, I
There we
can
go.
still see you, Steve.
You can still
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, we
This
can
is
still see
still
you.
better lighting than the fucking movie.
The only thing I could say is Marty had a thing for acid, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was just okay. First and foremost, Skip going in there and pouring some whatever. I'm hoping he knows what he was pouring in there, but he clearly doesn't know what he's pouring.
No,
it
he
into.
had no idea.
And anybody that knows anything about chemicals is you should not fucking clearly mix chemicals for
Mm-mm.
specific
Or put an
fucking
acid with a
reasons.
base.
Yeah, like
Here,
it. And go ahead, Steve.
whoever was in charge of that classroom was a fucking moron. Because why the fuck would you store hydrochloric acid that fucking high in the open
And open.
and
Mind you.
open? Yeah,
Everything's
like,
open too. Like what the fuck?
I mean, and I know movies aren't supposed to make sense. They're fucking movies. Whatever.
That's why I said
Shit
this feels
happens.
like a trauma
But
movie, dude. This
it
is
was
like
so.
And the shelf that it was sitting on looked like it was just a bunch of 2x4 stacked together.
Yep.
It didn't.
Yeah.
It looked like it was made of cardboard.
it was those press board fucking Big Lot ones.
Yeah,
dude, you get
them
for 11
pieces of
bucks,
fucking
dude, that are
shit.
just warped from like any kind of moisture. You're like, all right, yeah.
Also, real quick, I'm going to bring this up because we just said acid. First of all, notice how when he got hit with the acid, yeah, it gave him scars. That one woman gets hit with acid, all of a sudden, like she literally melts.
Yeah.
There's different types of acids with different strengths.
Yeah, but I
to it.
think that was the same acid he got poured on him. I
It
think he
wasn't
was
really ever
doing-
specified. His was
Well, I'm gonna go with it is, but still.
So the only reason I think Bob is going with that, and I kind of got that basis too, only because it's the same coloring of liquid. Now, granted, yes, it still could be a completely different type of acid,
Right? Yes,
but I didn't expect it to kill her all the way down to her fucking skeleton.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
just-
Like,
not that
because-
fast. No.
no,
because-
dude, that was
yeah.
instant. Like,
because with
Like,
the
all right.
amount of that was just poured on his face in general, if he didn't wipe it off, it's gonna eat through. Just that kind of logic doesn't make sense either.
yeah, I don't know, man. I guess the masks look cool. I will agree with that. The masks look cool. I'm trying to think of anything positive in this fucking movie.
I mean, I know Steve said I actually liked some of the kills in this. Some of them, but if I could say some,
The
it's probably
intestine
three.
kill. The intestine.
Oh,
kill
that was
pretty
fucking
cool.
gnarly.
That was cool.
That was to me. That was probably the best.
The
I will give
funniest,
it.
the funniest
liked it.
though, was the
The
fight
lawnmower
on
one
bed.
should have been the best
Yes,
in my mind.
but
they
the
didn't
funniest
show
was the
anything.
fucking bed kill. Like, I'm coming. Ah! Like that was timing. That was timing.
That's all well and good, boys, but Katie's cutting in. Snip fucking snip. Well, how do you fucking do there, gentlemen? It is I, your DKB, here back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Slaughter High. Now, I'm going to kick this off with the characters. Now, didn't like the characters. I guess that's what the writers intended on making the audience fucking feel about these characters, because upon watching this, they made some absolutely atrocious decisions. I mean, not only was the acting very mediocre at best, but some of the decisions they made, and I'll reel off a couple for you. So we have one woman get a bit of blood on her. She decides it's a good idea to have a fucking bath, which actually leads up to a cool death scene, but still, poor choice. And then we fast forward later on down the track, they're smoking weed. Another couple's having sex. They've just witnessed their friend fucking murdered and there's a serial killer in the building. Wouldn't you look for a fucking way out? I couldn't wrap my head around that. That was the biggest thing I had a problem with this film. Now, I don't think the cinematography really could save this film. I mean, the overall tone, the grittiness, I guess, kind of worked, but there was absolutely a lot of scenes in this that they used for natural lighting for a very old aesthetic building, dark interior. You need to light that shit up so I can enjoy a fucking film. I can't even see where the fuck I was. I thought we're upstairs, but little did I know we're fucking downstairs. So, yeah, it's just no lighting in this film. It's like they've relied on the exterior of fucking natural daylight, and it just didn't work for me. Fuck, what else? I couldn't really get into this film at all. It was, I mean, the poor choice of fucking music in this film. It tried to make it slapstick and like this, bring this comedic element about it. Just didn't work for me. Not only that, did they just fucking knock off Friday the 13th music? I mean, I was expecting Jason to pop out from every fucking dark corner in this building. Little did I know that they quote, "Oh, who are you expecting, Jason?" It's like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You'll never be Jason. This film will never be Jason, and you will never be a part of that fucking franchise, you fuckhead. Anywho, a little bit upset, as you can see. Now, some of the positives, more so some of the positives about this film, I'll have to say that there are a couple of cool death scenes, I guess, and the way they are shot. I mean, the way that one of them is hanged, we get a silhouette thing of the killer on the wall, and then when he shuts the door, it disappears. I thought that was actually a pretty cool shot. But back to the bathtub scene that I spoke about earlier. I mean, it's such a dumb fucking idea what she did, but it led up to a cool death scene, so it's kind of a bit of a catch-22, like a double-ended sword, if you know what I fucking mean. Yeah, she turns the taps on, she gets acetic acid all over, and she just melts away, and I thought that was actually really done. Pretty decent. I mean, this was made on a $2 point something million budget, I think, and it still looked fucking shit. I mean, not to compare the pair, but I mean, Children of the Corn, which some of you don't like and I fucking love, was made on a $900,000 budget. That film had amazing acting from kids. It looked fucking amazing. And yeah, overall, a much better film than this. Fucking garbage. Another positive thing about this film, the way the killer looked, or the mask, I thought that was cool. It was very creepy. It added that creep factor to the fucking dark scenes I spoke about earlier. And one awesome shot I really liked was when one of the victims is walking down the dark alleyway up the top, and the lights are flicking in and out, flick in and out, which lead to a door, like a full size fucking photo of the little nerd. I think it's a life-size print of Marty. I think that was his name. And it just reveals him and he comes out. I thought that was actually really cool. It was cool how they fucking done that. But yeah, other than that, not the biggest fan of this film at all. It's just like every typical fucking serial killer slasher type flick. They try to do a twist on it at the end, but it was a bit of a cop-out. And that's just didn't sit well with me. Really wanted to go in and like this film. I went in with low expectations because the poster art looked fucking awesome, but it was misled completely, 110 fucking percent. And I'm gonna give it a low score. I'm not gonna completely shit on it, but I feel kind of generous giving it this score. I'm gonna have to give it a 2.2. Yeah, I mean, but anyway, this is DKB signing out. Look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about it, and I'll catch you motherfuckers next week. Cheers.
I don't think he was mad at
Thanks,
all.
buddy. No,
I don't think he was mad. I think he was happy.
I agree with everything he said, though.
Yeah. I do 100%. Like, just that whole doorway scene or whatever the hell it was, where he's talking about the flickering lights. Like, yes, that was a specific one. Oh, it was just so bad, dude.
I did like the scene where he's chasing her, goes to the chase scene, and he's chasing her down the hallway, and the light bulbs are exploding above her.
Yeah, that was kind of
why.
But
Why
right,
were
like, did he
they
rig
exploding? He wasn't some supernatural fucking man. I mean, granted, now once you get to the end, you realize it all takes place in his head.
It's a dream. World.
But even that scene, I was like, okay, they're already ripping off Friday the 13th. When the guy was like, "Oh, we can't fall asleep," I was like, "Fuck, are you about to rip off fucking Nightmare on Elm Street in this scene? Like, what the fuck?"
I mean, come on, dude. When he throws out the window and he's like fully flat on the gym floor, and he's like,
yeah, totally.
Like, really, really, like, fuck off. I was too, Brody. I was too. I actually felt I was so bored and tired that I quit 30 minutes at the end last night and had to finish it today. I was like, Jen's like, really? There's only 30 minutes left. I'm like, I don't care. I'll fucking watch it tomorrow.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
I can hear that.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'm stop fighting this bullshit. Like, no. If it was interesting, it'd be one thing. But
I promise my next pick will be better.
No, dude, we all have shit picks, man.
I will say I do regret picking this one because I knew how bad it was.
It all happens, dude. I've never even fucking heard of it. So whatever, dude. Now I have. And
now you'll never watch it again.
Yeah, I'll tell people, don't fucking watch that piece of trash, dude. Like,
they'll see the no, you know something? Let them figure it out. They'll see the poster. Ooh, it's like let them fight life themselves.
Now Brody brought up that like life-size poster of Marty. How fucking random would that just be to have as like something on your wall?
Well, I mean, even the first
You're
of
like,
all,
yeah, that's from Slaughter High.
What I want to know is like, where are you getting that from, bro? I mean, I know it's in his head. But you know what I mean? Like,
I like that he used his own image though as like a kill or like a gotcha. I don't know why. Like, I agree with Brody. That was kind of like, it was so stupid. It was awesome. Because he was still like, surprise, motherfucker. Like, I don't know.
Big Johnny D, the wife's here.
Hey, she's here.
Hello there.
She's probably gonna shit on this movie fucking harder than we could.
I wish you would have gotten a video from her. That would have been great.
Oh, she could always literally just walk downstairs. And
walk your ass down.
Let me tell you guys about this movie.
She'd be like, "This movie sucked, and fuck you guys for making me all watch these movies." Like,
my wife asked me a little bit ago, said, "Are we gonna get to any 5-star movies this year?" I was like,
Do we have any? I don't even think we
I don't.
do.
I think the closest might be like Shocker.
See,
Look,
she's
as
like, at
you're-
least we got some dick, right? Like,
Well, here, real quick, I like how Jennifer D says the only good thing about this
Oh,
one was
yeah.
the dick shot.
She's
That's
all
right,
about the
dude.
D.
hey man. Speaking of all about the D, we got one fan vid coming in from Redhead of the Dead.
Perfect segue.
Hi, Gormore. This is your Redhead of the Dead, Heather, here to talk about Slaughter High. It was a little slow in the beginning, but this was fun. This was a fun film to watch.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, so I was a little disappointed that it took something like 35, 40 minutes to get the first kill. I feel like they could have done the whole sequence with the kids playing the April Fool's prank on Marty in a lot shorter period of time, and then had them, get to the school for their trip. I feel like that whole thing could have probably been
not wrong.
15
There was
minutes,
like
and then we could have started to
There
get
was like
into
a
some
solid
killing.
30 to 40 minutes.
But
Yeah, they really could have cut that down.
I lost count.
one thing I'm hoping that at least some of you noticed, Carol's like agent or manager or whatever, they have that one random scene where they're on the phone that never leads to anything. It seems kind of pointless. I'm wondering if
We
maybe
just
there
know
was
she's an actor.
something else that was cut in relation to that. But anyways, he had a Pieces poster in the office. Fuck yeah.
I did not notice that.
My
That's
favorite
actually in my
kill.
notes too.
There were a lot of. I
It's
really
fine.
liked the kills once we got there. But I think my favorite kill is the beer stomach explosion kill. I don't know. I just really like that, and it felt like it kind of you weren't expecting it, so I really like that. I think honestly, my second favorite is when Carol kills Skip with the axe because it's like, oh shit, I just killed my friend or boyfriend or whatever the hell. The burnt skin, the girl that dies in the bathtub, that looked pretty cool. You know me, I'm a whore for practical effects.
Yeah, when it showed
that's what gets me every time.
the time lapse, the skin
the
dissolving
douche
was
of
dumb.
the
Yeah, that
movie
was
was that
awful. It
cheating
was too
bitch.
fast.
I can't remember her name, but
They were all
yeah,
douches in
she
the movie.
tried really hard and succeeded to cheat on her boyfriend with the guy who she lied
Already
about
fucked.
him being the father of her child. What
Wait,
What the hell was
No,
that?
I don't think she lied. I think he is the father of the child.
And
they,
then
'cause
one
they
last
fucked
thing.
when they were.
See,
Where
I
did this
didn't
rule come
pay
up
much
that
attention.
April Fool's ends at noon? I mean, that can
That's
just
in
be
my
a
notes.
That was weird too. I think
It's in
that
my
was
notes.
supposed to
movie,
be-
but
Yeah, that had
have
to
any
be
of you ever
midnight.
heard
I'll
anything
get to
like
that.
that?
I
I've
will
never
get to
heard
that.
that. All right.
Good catch.
So, I was going a little lower, and the end, like, it just kept getting better and better. Like,
No, it
when
didn't.
we see him going crazy in the burn unit, which I guess had to have been a flashback to when
No, it was a dream.
he first got burned. But when they show him going crazy in the burn unit, and then they show him ripping the skin graft off and stuff, man. Yeah. So, like I said, I was gonna go a little lower. I ended up, I think, I'm bumping it up to 3.2.
What?
Wait.
This is your Red of the Dead
No.
saying, "I'll eat your brains later."
Ooh.
I cannot in good conscience allow her score to be tallied tonight.
We got it though. We got it.
We have to.
Oh my god, no. What?
Listen, as the man who chose this movie, like, huh?
All right,
And
wait.
Listen, this was
3.2?
I said it
Is that
before.
what you said?
This was a-
3.2.
She said 3.2.
All right.
Listen.
I just want to make
listen,
sure.
I said this before. As a child, this was a guilty pleasure.
No,
I watch it as an adult. I
We
watch
all
it as
have
an
our
adult.
guilty
and it's like,
pleasures, though.
You don't have to defend it. You
I
don't
love
have to
not
fried
defend it.
green
You're fine.
tomatoes.
Dude, I love Masters of the Universe, and that's
Yeah,
such a
fuck
shitty
yeah.
movie.
That movie
Wait.
sucks dick.
And
Did you
Howard
say
the Duck.
Wait, did you say
But it's
would you say
Oh, no, I'm-
tomatoes?
fried
Killer
green
tomatoes?
tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes.
Oh, I think you
love
said
that
killer
fucking movie.
tomatoes.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I love that movie.
No,
too.
no,
I'm
I'm
not
not trying
killer
to-
tomatoes.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to defend it, but I also know that I'm like, this is definitely like it
This
is
schlock,
terrible.
dude.
But the fact that we basically get let's be two opposites ends of the spectrum, it's like Brody's, I'm like, yeah, I totally agree with. Hers, I'm
Brody
like,
even still went
did you
high for what
watch
I
the
thought.
same movie as me? No, I'm not saying you're wrong, Heather, but at the same time, I'm like, something's amiss.
Hey man,
Dude,
you know what?
dude,
Different strokes, right?
Dude, go on Amazon and read the fucking reviews. It's
Yeah.
got 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Mario Bros.
What it makes me want to wonder is who reviewed it. That's works at Amazon. That it's like
No, these are customer reviews.
they're users.
There's like 400, maybe 400, 4,000, something like that reviews. It's not even like
man.
10 guys.
Yeah. There's things that I could see that you would like if I saw somebody cosplaying as the Jester, that would actually be kind of cool because it'd be super fucking random.
Yes. But
I
like,
don't know, man.
We said it 1,000 times, or not one character is likable, and not one of them is.
You know who's the only likable one to me?
Was
was the gym coach. The gym coach was the only one I liked.
And yet he wasn't even. He was punishing them, but he wasn't even really punishing them for what they did. It was just more like he wanted to be a douchebag to them, which I like, which I will say.
Well, yeah, but
like
what?
Right.
Wait. For what they did, let's rewind this back. We're gonna go fucking 86, or no, earlier, because 86 is when the 5-year graduation happened, right? So it'd be 81.
Well,
or is this? Am I thinking that
we
wrong?
don't know. We have no.
Right.
Let's just say it's
80, Let's just say it's 86. So it's mid 80s. All right. So the kid's naked. He's getting video camera and he's getting a swirly. Like, as far as gym coach, you know what I mean? Like, he still punished him, but
and also
it was a little bit more heinous back then, dude. I don't know.
Also, let's also bring. I think we also missed this factor. Granted, I know 5 years. That's not a lot of time. But I don't know about you guys, but I can see that I've aged from 5 years ago to now. None of them, not a single fucking one of them, look like they've even aged a bit.
Well, they all look like
30-year-old
people in fucking high
I was
school.
gonna say they all look
anyways.
like 30-year-old high schoolers, dude.
No, one of them looked like teenagers in the beginning. So
Yeah, they didn't look like teenagers, and then they look like they didn't age from the
Right,
supposed teenage age they're even supposed to be.
You had Skip, who was Adrian Brody Light. And then, like, yeah, Chad, you know.
Yep.
I was thinking about it the whole fucking time. The naked Marty in one camera.
That's a really good question. Why were they all there?
All right, so for the audio listeners, we got to say the whole question. Brody asked, why the fuck did they have the whole film crew there to shoot naked Marty with one camera?
Well, to make it
you
more
know what, man?
embarrassing.
Because they just wanted to embarrass him, and they wanted to see dick.
Yeah,
like they were like, nah, they're gonna.
And it's a whole
like
gang
they
of
needed
bullies,
3
so-
guys to hold him upside down to swirly him. Like that had to happen. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, if out of the 3 guys, I'm not claiming front.
No,
I'll get right or left. You know,
if I'm one of the guys, I'm claiming the camera. I'll be like, I got this. Go do your thing.
Yeah, I don't know. This movie was just
so. Well, I think we need to set
dick and man ass, dude.
You know, I gotta say, if I was the one running the camera, though, there would be an extreme close up of that dick, just because I'd be thinking, if I got to suffer through this, so do you.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know, man. I don't know. The film crew in the movie had it lit better than the people making the film.
Yes.
You're not
Yes.
wrong. They had
No.
all the lights on in the shower room. So yeah, good exposure. All right.
Very well said.
Enough of all this shit. Chad, what do we got behind the curtain?
All
bud?
right. So Carolyn Monroe, who played a high school student in the opening scenes of the film, was 35 years old at the time of the filming. And you could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad looking, not at all. Just-
No,
just
definitely
not a believable
definitely couldn't.
teenager.
Yeah, she couldn't have pulled off a high schooler. No way.
No.
That's MILF territory.
It's like, honey, you were a Bond villain about 15 years before this.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? They should have went with college, not high school.
Yeah.
And you don't have college reunions, so I guess it doesn't make whatever.
Maybe you do. I don't know.
Do you?
Never. I don't know. I've never been to college, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I went to community college. That doesn't count.
Yeah, then I guess doesn't count. Not for me
All right.
either.
Okay.
What else we got, bud?
Okay, so gonna bring it down here because this is kind of a sad part. So Simon Scudamore, who played bullied student turned murderer Marty, died of an intentional drug overdose shortly after filming in November '84 at the age of 28. When additional footage of Marty as the Jester mask-wearing killer needed to be shot, the film's writer and director Mark Ezra took over the role. Now, the writers and directors later said they were both worried that working on the film may have contributed to his suicide. However, at his funeral, Scudmore's mother told them that her son had been dealing with depression, and one of the main sources of joy he derived toward the end of his life was actually working on this film.
Yeah.
What?
Jesus.
That's why there was nothing.
Damn.
That's why there was nothing else listed that he did, because this was his last movie, unfortunately.
So sad. Because I'm 28. That's just so.
I
fucking
can
sad.
see why that would give this movie a more cult following, I guess. Knowing that, holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's fucked.
To say that's
How old
fucked
was
is-
he?
28.
28. I'm 28, dude.
God damn. I mean, I didn't think he got picked on that bad.
God damn it. I was gonna make a joke, but I was like, no, not gonna be that guy.
I'll be that guy. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
I just had
bring
this
up the mood
conversation.
again somehow,
I just had this conversation the other day. Like, what are things you don't laugh at? I'm like, see, this is too tough because there are things you could laugh at with certain things. Continue on, Chad, please, because I can't.
Just
be that
remember,
person.
one of the things they
Popcorn
said.
kernels in my pockets when they cremate me.
Just remember, one of the things they said you can't joke about was rape, and George Carlin said, "Bullshit, rape's hilarious." Picture Porky Pig raping Elmer Fudd.
It's a lot of balls. A lot of balls.
That was George Carlin for you, though.
That's all, folks.
God damn it.
I fucking hate you.
And the next one, Chad.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will bring up what you guys asked before. The film was shot entirely in London with a predominantly British cast adopting American accents to varying degrees of success to give the impression the film was set in the United States. In one scene, Skip tells the group that Marty will have to stop terrorizing them because April Fool's Day traditionally ends at noon. If one plays a prank afternoon, they are deemed the April Fool. Unbeknownst to the filmmakers, this tradition is followed only in the UK, but not followed in the United States, where April Fool's Day is an all-day event.
It's day in the name, not half day.
But that's why. That's why.
Interesting.
Oh, you crazy Brits.
Lazy assholes.
But that's
Do
no,
the whole day.
I don't know why. I just find that very interesting.
You get a 12-hour block to just fuck with people, and they're like, nah, it's lunchtime. We're done.
You could do damage in 12 hours if you're good.
That's like union rules.
Right?
Yeah, it's like after
Tell
8
me
hours.
about that,
Sorry.
homie.
It's like, sorry, I can't do it no more.
Fucking A, dude.
Okay, continuing on. The film's working title was April Fool's Day. However, it was changed after Paramount Pictures acquired the name rights. April Fool's Day was then released the same year as this, in 1986.
And that was a better movie than this by miles.
Yes and no.
I mean, but for better than this, yes.
I haven't watched it, so couldn't tell you.
I mean,
I'd
it does
rather watch Saturday the 14th.
Wait.
Never
Was
seen
that
that
the
one.
Shriek? If you know what I did last.
No.
I've
No, there's
seen-
one called Saturday the
Called
14th.
Saturday the 14th.
I've seen
It's
bits of that
fucking
movie, not all of
horrible,
it, but they were
it's
so
so
Yeah.
bad.
Okay. The Shriek one was pretty bad too. I know that, but all right. What else we got, Chad Daddy?
A significant portion of Manfredini's score in the film is from his previous work on the Friday the 13th film series, as I said before. Shocker, I know.
No.
Who
Really?
would've
It's like the
thought?
best part of the whole fucking film. It actually was like, I was working out while like watching the last 30 minutes, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, Jason? What? No. What else we got, buddy?
The interior of the high school was a condemned grammar school set to be demolished. Lockers had to be added since English schools rarely have lockers, but the filmmakers were permitted to set off explosives and set the building on fire since it's scheduled to be demolished anyway. The exterior of the high school was shot at an abandoned mental asylum, which has since been renovated and turned into a luxury apartment building.
Why couldn't we
Nice.
get that on film?
And
them blowing it
I'm
up?
sure it's absolutely 100% not haunted.
I was going to say it's probably haunted.
If that's not haunted,
So
I don't
if
know.
this
then
being
it's
a
not
school in
sundress
London,
season,
maybe
I
that
don't know.
makes sense of why the school felt so weird.
I was thinking
Of,
that
like
too.
why it had an ironclad tub
and had a
bedroom.
fucking bedroom.
I don't know. That's still just a weird thing, even for a school at all.
Unless
Yeah,
it was a.
I
Maybe
mean,
it
like
was a
maybe
private school.
I would say like maybe the nurse's room or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like the nurse could have a bath or something. I guess I don't
The-
fucking know.
The only
dude,
other
like,
thing that comes to mind is like
or
boarding
special
school,
ed
but
room.
even
I don't know.
then-
Maybe like,
And like Brody said, why did she hop in the bathtub just to wipe a little blood off her face?
Why not just shower it off in the shower?
Right.
and
There's
be done
locker
in 2
rooms
seconds.
that you went to when you went to school there. You should.
The leaps of logic in this movie astound
And
me.
how did he know that that's
like a
where she was
shallow
going to
film.
shower or where she was going to go for that?
What's
you know,
that?
to have the acid ready. How did he even fucking know that's where she
Because
was?
it was
gonna
all a dream.
go?
It all worked in his favor.
There is no logic because it's all dream logic. Yep.
Okay, continue on.
It's all a dream.
Although most of the cast was English and were using fake American accents, Donna Yeager, who played Stella, was American. She's from Texas, a graduate of Rice University, and was working in England with the Repertory Theater Company at the time of filming. Viewers still mistake her for faking an American accent.
Is she the one that got electrocuted on the bed? Well, she went out with a bang.
Shocking.
Literally.
I love when they're like watching the chandelier. Just like, wow, she really needed it.
Yeah, she really needed
that made me laugh. I will say that.
You know, it's funny because when they're talking about, they're doing that scene, and they're basically saying, why would they do this right now? All I could think of was Cabin in the Woods, when they're just making the most illogical decision possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there, in the movie, there was a reason for that. Though.
But this woman was like, I mean, she explained her story. Like, clearly she was craving dick. Her husband wasn't giving it up because he was more focused on his truck. And she's just a skank anyways, because she's already cheated on before anyways. So, you know, she's been thinking about that dick for the last 5 years, dude.
True.
I don't know about you, but I went back and freeze framed the guy's face as he was getting electrocuted and in her. Yo, it was hilarious. It was like,
could you imagine getting electrocuted from your dick first to the rest of your body, Bob? I couldn't even imagine, dude.
I don't want to imagine. All I know is his face.
That's like pissing on the electric fence.
Yeah.
Don't whiz on the electric
fence.
Name the show.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, there you go. Love it. All right, what else we got, Chad Daddy?
Carol's overlong chase scene toward the end was added during filming when the directors realized their 90-page script would only come to about 75 minutes. The sequence was largely improvised on the spot.
That explains.
Boy, you couldn't tell.
Let's copy a fucking Jason fucking chase scene. Let's do it. Fuck it. Throw it in.
So that reminds me, on the preview, it said from the makers of Friday the 13th. Not one person aside from Harry Manfredini that worked on Friday the 13th worked on this.
I think probably the only reason they are able to even say that.
No, they're saying that because of Paramount. Because Paramount was the Friday the 13th.
But Paramount didn't do this. Vestron did this.
Yeah, but if
Paramount had
did Paramount distribute this though in the US?
No.
Well, I think it's probably they linked Paramount to this because of Harry Manfredini. So Paramount's part of it because Harry Manfredini was working for them. So that's why it's like from the makers of Friday the 13th. So Paramount's immediately linked to it because it's 86.
I think Vestron was also trying to get this push to like get put on new Blu-ray or some bullshit like that or 4K. I was like,
it's on Blu-ray. It's on the Vestron collectors.
Oh, is that
because I have the
why?
Yeah, they have much better. They have much better movies that they put out, like Chopping Mall.
Perfect movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I should watch that again. It's been a long time.
Yeah, same. I should make the wife watch that because she'd love it.
What else we got, Chad? Anything else behind the scenes?
Carolyn Monroe played Carol, was dating director George Dugdale at the time the film was made. They kept their relationship a secret during filming and later married. They remained married until George's passing in 2020. The couple had 2 children.
Well, damn. Every time you guys say Dugdale, because Bob said it like so many times when he was saying the names, I don't know why. Did you guys ever watch Fairly Odd Parents at all?
Yes.
For some reason, he just wants. I want it to be like Doug Dimmadome.
Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yeah, you said it like 3 times in a row earlier, so it just that's kind of like it was going with the same thing. Sorry, random my own side note.
Okay, continuing on. Shooting was stopped one day by the American Secret Service. One of their pyrotechnics alarmed the Secret Service, who were nearby on security detail for President Ronald Reagan, who was visiting England at the time.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes, Brody, you are correct. The reveal of the best character he was. You know what? The groundskeeper was the best character. He was.
He was very likable. Yeah.
He had to get killed by a fucking door hanger.
I mean, he was the janitor, and as we all know, janitors are the eyes and ears of these institutions.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You know what the coolest janitor ever was in anything that I've seen in like 20 years?
Ernest P. Worrell.
You're gonna have to recollect me on that one.
Wasn't he the janitor in Ernest Goes to Camp?
Oh,
Yeah.
fair. No, I was actually gonna say in the animated Ultimate Spider-Man, because Stan Lee was the janitor in that series, dude. Fucking awesome. And in that series, I wish it was canon, dude, like all shit, dude. But in that series, he was actually a SHIELD agent. Like by the
nice.
Like he was an undercover SHIELD agent the whole fucking time.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. Anyways, anything else?
The directors tried to get Telly Savalas and then Peter Lawford to play the gym coach, but both wanted too much money. Slaughter High was released as April Fool's Day on VHS in Japan by Vestron International and on DVD in the UK by Arrow Video. To date, these are the only countries to have a home video release of the film under its original title.
I wonder how they were able to get rid of, or allowed to do that then, or for those areas, I guess.
Maybe April Fool's Day had a different name over there.
You know, and the reason why I'm like kind of quiet, I'm just trying to look like it because it says from the creators of Friday the 13th. There's not one thing, even if Harry Manfred, there's not one thing that's like what Paramount even did. So
exactly,
it doesn't. Yeah, other than Harry Manfredini, you can't even say creators of Friday the 13th. So it makes me wonder.
Lie, Dr.
No,
Jones.
I don't think it's a lie. It just makes me wonder. So who paid someone off to put that on there just to get this movie ground? Come on. It's the 80s. You wouldn't do that if you wanted to get your movie out?
Maybe that's where they spent most of the money.
I could see that. We won $1 million because you want to say this and he wants to do music on the movie. So here you go.
Or $1 million worth of hookers and blow.
That too.
The Charlie Sheen treatment. I like it.
All
right.
All right. Last thing I got. The film was given a limited release theatrically in the U.S. by Vestron Pictures on November 14th, 86. The release expanded in February of 87 and again in April of 87. It opened on a total of 38 screens on April 24th, 87, earning $90,000 between the 24th to the 27th. So just over a weekend, it earned $90,000. That's all they were including in that. So that's actually not bad. That's not bad.
For one weekend, like that's not a terrible number.
So that's everything I got, buddy.
All right. Thank you, Chad Zaddy.
My pleasure.
All righty, gentlemen, let's jump into these questions. So, first and foremost, what format was this watched on, gentlemen?
Tubi.
Tubi.
To be or not to be? Correct. Douche of the film?
Everybody!
Everyone.
Sucked.
Everyone except the coach and the janitor.
And maybe the doctor that got the needle in the eye.
Yeah.
Because, he was doing his job. Favorite kill?
Ooh.
Okay.
Let me look at my list.
I got okay.
A list.
I always write down the kills. Always.
Favorite kill is definitely the beer guts.
That was good.
Second favorite, because I laughed at the timing of it, was the bed kill.
I also thought that was hilarious.
Because
I can't disagree.
The minute she says "I'm coming" and oof, it goes on like it's just like oh!
I didn't even expect her to say yell out "I'm coming." Honestly, that threw me off a little bit. I was like,
well, I mean, okay, come on. How many of us have really heard a woman say that in real life? Girls don't say that.
No, but you'll know.
Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Just me. Oh, sorry. Okay. I mean, I've heard them say that plenty of times.
It'll start by saying it, and then it just goes to like screaming or shouting.
Okay, so can we talk about
inaudible noises?
Can we talk about the fact that 2 of the deaths occurred off screen, and one of them, I don't even know how you'd qualify it as a death because
the poop pit. The poop pit.
He just left her in there.
Her in the poop. Right, she's still alive.
Potentially,
she's just standing in poop. It's not a good time, but
she might have eventually got sepsis or something out of it.
I could see
that. Yeah,
that'd be a long death.
Long con, dude. Jesus fuck. I'll get you in 3 months. Ha All right. Jesus. Oh man. All right. So I think my favorite kill is gonna have to be fucking Adrian Brody there, dude, to the axe of the face. That
was
was
a good one.
that was good. I liked it. Didn't expect it. I was like, oh, bitch, got your own man. Nice.
No, I like
that was
the
good.
colostomy for me was the best.
Yeah, the
was a
gut
good
bust.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. It just imagine if it was the first beverage though. Like they were all pretty kind of like drunk into that point when he was like, I'm gonna finally have this beer.
Yeah.
It had just been like one random one that he put acid or fucking whatever it was in.
Right. Yeah, acid, dude. He was all about that shit.
Yeah, he was.
Not the good kind either. All right. So best scene.
When the credits started to
Don't.
roll at the
Yeah, I
end.
was gonna say don't say the
Actually, I get it. For me, and the best scene was when the one girl was running to the bathroom and the guys jumped out and scared her and she pissed herself.
Yeah, I'll agree
Oh,
with that.
I laughed hysterically.
And you want to know why? Because I could see myself doing that. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I agree with Chad. That's my favorite scene.
that was pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with the electrocution bed though. Like
I
even though it wasn't my
was
favorite kill,
just
like,
thinking that. Just
that-
thinking that.
that
I
scene
know
was
it's a
just so
kill, but it's
it's
probably the best scene.
ridiculous though, dude.
Yeah,
but it
that was
yeah.
cool.
Like, I didn't expect it. I don't know. So weird. All right, gentlemen. Opening scene hook you in.
The opening scene
Okay.
was like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was way too long.
Thank you. All right, you know what movie did it right was Friday 13th 09. That gave you a solid like 20-25 minute intro.
But it had a payoff.
That's right.
It is.
But
Iffy. It's
I will also say you could have just gave me that, and then like that's it. And they're like, you know what? I'm not upset. That was still awesome.
Yeah, because it basically just remade the last couple minutes of the first Friday the 13th, which
Mm-hmm.
This is why I don't call that movie a remake.
and I really wish they could go back and do a prequel to that.
I don't even call it a reboot. I just call it like we needed to put something out.
I never call it a remake. It's a full reboot.
Like
It
I
takes the series
and no
and
offense,
puts it for a reach.
real
Yeah.
quick, no offense to anybody who likes it. I totally understand why it's liked, but
Harvey.
you can't sit here and tell me that that's a top 5 Friday movie. I'll fight you on that.
It's
I
not,
wouldn't say
five?
top 5.
that's
no.
not a top 5.
Wait, let me
Well,
think.
listen, no, because I'm just saying that I know there are some people who'll be like, "Oh, Friday remake." I'm like, listen, if there's a top 5 anything of that movie, it's Jason himself. I'll put him because Derek Mears was great.
So here's the thing, dude, and you might scar me for this, but it definitely would actually sit over the OG though for me.
See now,
I don't know. I don't.
I'd
I,
actually,
I-
I you
have
want to know why?
respect for the OG, dude, but I am just I don't know.
Okay, I agree with you on that. I would rather watch the remake than part 1.
I would. Part 1's kind of boring sometimes, man. Like I hate saying that too because it's where it started. I get it. Like
Like
But-
the original Friday the 13th isn't even in my top 5.
no, it's not by any means. Like if dude, it's like 6, 7, 4.
yeah, I wouldn't put 7 on it. 7's definitely not in my top 5.
That's
7's in my 5 because it's the first one that I ever saw as a child, and it brought me in, dude.
A
So
7
I saw,
well, hey,
I
7
saw
holds-
redhead, big titties, dude, and I was a fucking man at that point.
7 holds a special place for me because that's the first one I saw in the theater. But
Yeah,
going back and rewatching it, it's painful to sit through.
it
at
used to
times.
be my favorite, dude, but now 6 is top tier favorite for me, dude.
I would put 6 in top 5.
6 is
he's 6 is like number 3 or 2 in mine.
and Jason X is always Jason X. I feel is like my number 5 guilty. Like it's in
Oh,
top
that
5
is-
because it's such a guilty pleasure.
I
of mine.
hated that movie the first time I saw it. Then I watched it
fucking
again.
love
Like,
it, though.
I get it.
I mean, dude, I'll throw Freddy versus Jason in there too. And I know that's not.
That's another one I have.
That's fine, dude.
Yeah,
That's just one
nah.
I will literally always put on as popcorn, just filler in the background because I'm like, I will always watch it.
I guess Brody says he loves part 5, and I got to go with him on that.
Part
I'm
five-
very
part
under-
five
Yeah,
is
5
great.
is great. I love 5.
Part 5 is
5,
great.
I hated as a kid.
Same.
Love
'Cause it
as
wasn't
an adult.
Jason.
Yeah.
Right. But listening to like some of the interviews on the older shows here that TJ did with Deborah Voorhees, really made me see that movie in a whole different light. And it was kind of
yeah.
nice. So
And on that last note, just for
Heather,
30
I'm not even going to approach that subject because it might be a sore topic on this network.
I mean,
You can,
Why?
Bob.
why
I
is it
don't.
sore? I mean, I do, but I understand why you don't. I know why you don't.
There's so many reasons why.
But at the
So
same
it's-
time, I could argue this right now,
You know
just
what?
real quick. It's the one that ties the whole series together because a lot of it doesn't make sense.
But Jason is not a deadite. I don't care.
Yeah. And he
Yeah,
does
but
try to fuck
it
his
makes
niece.
a little bit more sense than how some of the
Anyways,
shit.
no, we're here to talk about Slaughter High.
No, I thought we were done with that.
You want to be?
I'd
done
rather
with it.
talk about this than Slaughter High.
I know.
Right?
Clearly,
because I have
we do.
theories. I have theories on these fucking movies.
So do
I
I.
like-
But
Hold that
let's
for
get
nerd
this
news if
done.
you want
That make way more sense than
I like what Brody said. He wished we got a sequel to Part 5, and I have to agree.
Yep.
You know, a little bit of vengeance from Roy's ghost.
Yep.
That would have been.
That
cool.
was the
I
fan
would've loved
film
to
I
see
was
that.
working on.
I remember you saying.
But then there
that,
was so many other fucking fan films. I was like, never mind. Don't make that face at me. It's just it's too flooded.
John, you see,
I'm
like,
not disagreeing with you, Steve. It's more of a like, Jesus, fuck, dude. Somebody said it. Thank you.
No, because it is, man. You know, and
Yeah,
everybody
fucking
had these
so
great
is, dude.
ideas and original ideas and stuff. And so I was like, well, fuck, I fucking Roy needs some fucking love, man. Like,
and then you get all say no more.
All right, so back to this shit. Most attractive character, gentlemen.
I'm
gonna have to go with the
final
the-
girl.
Yeah, the final brunette there, dude. She was
Yeah.
See, honestly, I liked that one little blonde chick, not the skank, the other one who had the green
the
sweater.
the one that fell in the poop chamber.
Yeah,
No, you like that's the one. That was what I was going to go for too.
yeah, that's the one
Okay.
I'm going for.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
very innocent
That's what,
looking.
yeah. I like.
I would have
Well,
picked
yeah, no,
her
no,
for the
she-
final girl.
she's very innocent looking. I just have a vision
would've
of her.
went
Yeah,
final
she's
girl,
innocent
dude.
looking. But I'm
Brunettes,
like,
man.
hey,
She's innocent looking,
exactly.
but she played a hooker in Pieces.
Yes, she did.
In pieces. All righty. So, did the score set the mood?
Fuck.
Yes,
It's
no.
part
The
five
wrong
it fucking did.
movie.
Yes and no. Some of it
And
I
the-
loved. I loved the Friday the 13th callbacks, but I
Yes.
hated the original goofy fucking
Yeah.
slapsticky music.
Oh,
And
that was
that's what
awful.
made me
Hated that.
think. That's what made me
Hated
feel
that.
like I was watching Porky's. Like,
when
it was
that
that-
music,
Roma.
when that
Yeah.
music started, before they even listed the credits, I'm like, I already hate this music. And then it popped up Harry Manfredini. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
The
Dude,
only part
not
of
only
the-
that, but the title card too. When you're like, "Oh my god, the production value on this! What the fuck?"
The only part of the original music I like, because the rest of it was recycled, was the actual like rock song. Like, I could see that being a legitimate song if there was actual shit put to it.
So, can you say that would be your best song?
Yeah, yeah. So
like the
I would
Elvis song.
so I would say this didn't set the mood, but the song itself is my favorite song.
All right, which would be our next question. So that'll go for
There
best
you
song,
go.
which we don't even know the name of it. So there you fucking go. Kind of fitting for this movie. Anyways, favorite character,
The
Caretaker.
janitor, and followed by the coach.
Yep.
Yeah,
The two most
yeah.
side characters of this movie.
Two of the best characters at all.
Even the school as a character sucked. Like even the school just was, like it wasn't even.
You know what the weird part is? That school actually looked like the fucking sanitarium from like Halloween 6.
Dude, yeah, it did, yeah.
All right. Continue.
Does it hold up today?
No.
No.
Did it hold up
God,
today?
no.
No.
I don't think so.
Fuck off. This movie should be out. Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
we dug so deep on this one, Bob. You know what though?
we should have left it. We should have left
No.
it buried.
It makes perfect sense though. Because like Brody said, the cover is fucking dope, right?
It is.
All right. So picture young Bobby walking through the video store. Bob, you still had VHSs enough when you're right. Okay. So we're gonna go VHS. And this is when like all VHS art, like horror art, was cool as fuck, regardless, man. And you get like 2 little snippets and a little fucking summary, and you're like, all right, man, I'm spending $8 to rent this movie. Let's hope it's good. And
$8. Where the hell did you rent from?
I'm just throwing a number out there.
I was
That's
like,
not-
number
God,
out there. It's
damn.
fine.
This was
Well,
in the
it was always
99-cent
$8.
rental pile.
It was always $8 because it was like
You had to
we
get the
rented
VCR
like
too.
3 movies, and then I usually rented a game.
Oh, okay.
So,
That
yeah.
I could. Yeah, $8 total, not for one. Holy crap!
Yeah. This is in the days of like where it was like 5 nights and not just like 2 nights or some bullshit. Anyways, but yeah, I
Dude,
could see.
since you brought that up. I don't know about you, but whenever I rented a movie and you got it for like the whole weekend rental, I
Yeah.
watched that movie as fucking many times as I
Fucking
could to
right,
make
I
sure
did.
I got my money's
Dude.
worth.
When I rented Mortal Kombat 95, I thought I was gonna break the fucking tape by the time I gave it back because I watched it literally on repeat and then right into the fucking VCR. We went, Fucking repeat.
Be kind, rewind.
I rented Friday, and I never sent that bitch back.
Oh, they're coming to get you.
You know what?
You're the
You know
reason
how- you
why
know
this
what
went
about
under.
that today? What was the hot neighbor lady?
Miss Paca.
Miss Pac. Yeah, there was a meme. It was like, yo, man, I've been watching Friday for 21 years, and I never even realized Miss Parker didn't even have grass in her front fucking yard.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. She's fucking hot as fuck.
Do you know how much that rental comes to now, Steve?
Oh my god,
A lot.
Like
with the late fees,
bro.
With the late fees.
And you didn't rewind?
And I did not rewind. It's still at my grandma's house too in the fucking
yes,
Hollywood
you
video.
gotta fucking play that shit on your
It's
grandma.
in the fucking
dude.
Hollywood
Man,
video. My grandma never turned it in.
Man, if
They're
you would
gonna
have taken
repo
that
your
back,
house, man. They're gonna repo your shit for that
if you would have
movie.
taken that back, they never would have went out of business.
Yeah,
Right?
my fault.
Fucking A, dude.
See
We're
that?
still going up in Alaska, right?
Rest in
Brody
peace,
said you
Hollywood
get-
video.
Brody said we got to sell a kidney to rent shit over here.
God damn.
Fucking A, dude. Alrighty. Jesus Christ. So we were on What is Scary? No fuck scary. Hold up. No. Acting. Terrible. Okay.
It was okay-ish.
I mean, they had to
Yeah.
pull off what they could. Let's be real, and they
All
didn't
right.
do it very much.
Yeah, you're right. It's like a sound wave. It had ups and downs,
Yeah, it was weird.
peaks and valleys.
Yes.
I know some peaks, and I
Ample
like the
peaks.
valleys.
Ample peaks and saucy valleys. Cinematography.
Garbage.
There was
Horrible.
nothing to even talk about.
My shitty webcam is putting out better quality than their.
It is.
Yeah.
You're not even wrong.
Picking up better light. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
The fact that I could get in the light here, I look, and then come back, it's dark. It's still better.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. Did you like the premise?
No, because
Yes,
it
I
turned
did.
out. No,
When
because
I
it all turned.
watched,
If you would have shut it off before he fucking woke up from his fucking dream, yes. But when you find out none of it actually happened and it was just his head, no, I fucking hate that premise.
They better not do that with
Pop
Joker
out.
2. That is my biggest fear with Joker 2 is that they're going to make it all in Arthur's head.
I hope not.
I'm gonna say I liked the premise originally better on Toxic Adventure.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say
Fair enough.
I like the idea of the premise because that can work depending on the situations. We've seen it work. So, but here, no.
Nah, caca.
Like I said, man, slap trauma on it, and it makes
Slap
it a
trauma
totally
on it, and it's
It's a totally different bag. Totally different bag. It's the highest budget trauma movie ever, dude.
What do you think, Dante? Did you
You
like
right?
the movie? Did you like
It's
the movie,
like-
Dante?
If
He's
that
gonna
dog
shit
turns
on
away-
the floor right now.
I was waiting for it to turn away and be like, "Fuck you, no."
All right, gentlemen. So we are on our R's: recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot. Bitch,
Recycle.
I'm throwing this in the trash.
Trash it.
You know what? Remake it.
Yeah.
Try to make it better. Can't do
Hmm.
worse.
He's got a point.
Fair.
Yeah, he's got that.
Do I want to see even the remake of this though?
Shut up.
I mean,
That
if you
sounded
do
like
it
a no.
right,
That was a no. He was answering for you.
He said recycle.
Yeah, I'm still going trash. But yeah, hey, if you want to see a remake of it or a reboot,
I say trash, but I would take a remake. So I could trash this movie, just make it a movie and be like, I don't remember there being an old version.
yeah, right. He'll be like, it's just like, yeah. Anyways, all right, let's rate this fucking bitch. So we got Brody, who gave this mother licka a 2.2. We have Heather, Red Heather Dead, gave this bitch a 3.2. Mr. Amone, let's start us off. What you got?
1.9.
1.9er. Scuba,
1.5. And I'm being generous.
a man, feeling me. Chad Daddy,
I'll give it an even 2,
2.
and that's being generous. I didn't hate it as much as Scoobs then.
I'm gonna go with Scoobs because I was right on the thing. I'm only gonna give it a 1.5 because it gives some dick for the ladies. So, right.
The kills weren't all awful, so you got to give a little bit of credit to them.
And the mask was kind of cool. I didn't hate the mask. So
Yeah.
I'll give it that. The Letterman jacket was a little weird touch, but also not terrible. So that being
Also, with him
said-
being like a big sciencey nerd, where
Yeah.
would he have gotten a Letterman's jacket unless he stole it from
Science Club.
somebody else?
Science Club, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
Science Club,
you
Chess
get
Club.
that. Mm-hmm.
Chess Club got
Yeah.
Letterman's.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
think
he was
around
in
here,
choir.
I think around here you only lettered in like sports.
Mm.
I mean, around here in Texas, you only want a letter in sports.
That's true.
Mm.
My
All right,
cousin
gentlemen.
my cousin lettered in like first aid or something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The only time I ever got a letter was for my grades.
Yeah, buddy.
Ba-da-ba. All righty, gentlemen. So the score for 1986's Slaughter High is 2.
All right.
Thank
2.05. So
finally, Brody was off for once.
2. Yeah, but he was pretty fucking close.
He was. But I called it then.
You did. All righty. So next week, what are we doing, Chad Daddy?
Next week, we're taking a little trip with a stop at the Motel Hell.
Fuck yes.
Okay,
I
so
fucking love this movie.
is this Scoop's pick, I'm assuming? Or is this Chad's pick?
I picked Visiting Hours, the one after.
What did I'm sorry, what's the movie?
Motel
again?
Hell.
Motel Hell.
Oh,
1980.
Motel Hell.
I think it might be my pick.
It is on Pluto, Tubi, and anything else. So
You know, okay, real quick on
I've
that
never
movie.
watched it.
I haven't
neither.
seen it in a long time, so I may be like Bobby, and it may not hold up the way
I know I watched it a couple of months ago, and you know what the weird part is? My mom has seen some of these movies we watched, Mrs.
Yeah.
Amone.
All right.
And
Well,
she-
I
and
love
she-
the
and she-
tagline.
And she goes like this. You know, this is one of the few movies you've watched where I've actually watched and enjoyed. I'm like,
My dad
That's saying
introduced me
something.
to this movie. My dad rented it and was like, "You're gonna love this movie," and I sure the fuck did. Like, it's
Nice.
just
You know what? There's a dude with a giant pig head with a
Yep.
chainsaw on it, so I'm fucking sold. And the tagline is, "It takes all kinds of critters to make Farmer Vincent's fritters."
yes,
So,
sir.
mhm, yes, it does.
You know what, Scoops? I hope we're in for a good treat next week.
This movie could be part of the Texas Chainsaw
Texas?
family, kind of.
Okay.
Like it could fit in that family verse,
Right on.
kind of.
All right. So I'm happy about that. So once again, Tubi, Pluto, all that good shit. All right, gentlemen, it's time to get nerdy. And I have one in the bank that I didn't even bring up to you guys yet because I'm going to bring it up right now. And you probably have already seen it, or at least I have, but I don't give a shit because we're going to all watch it together. But
Yeah.
watch.
Hell yeah.
Great.
Oh fuck yeah!
I made the wife watch this.
I fucking love that it's Native American. Fucking Cherokee warrior. Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
I can't believe it's a Hulu exclusive.
Yeah.
I was very
I-
surprised by that.
So am I.
But you know what, man? It looks potentially
promising.
awesome.
That looks promising. Actually.
It does. It looks very promising.
I love the idea of the name being Prey. I
Yeah.
think that's fucking great.
And I love how they still did the lettering, like
Yes.
the Predator lettering.
You know what? I'm just curious. Sorry, go ahead, John.
No, but going into okay, so if anybody's read the Predator comics, they've definitely delved into the past before. And even if you watched Predator 2, it's explained there, like he gives the fucking flintlock pistol. You know what I mean? Like, so they've been fucking around for a long time. And even if because the AVP movies, like that's a full different, like that's a side canon kind of thing. But you know what I mean? Like that's different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like you said, man, I love the fact that they're going with the Native American aspect of it, dude. I think it's gonna be fucking sweet. And I
just
almost hope it's all subtitled, honestly. That's my personal preference.
I don't think they would.
Probably
No.
not. You're probably right.
Like
But
Apocalypto, but yeah, that'd be bad.
I definitely want
Predator.
to see, like, because obviously I'm a big Predator fan. I want to see how it just plays into the first movie. Like, I mean, I know it's the beginning, but I do want to see just how it connects it. Besides the fact that it's Predator, you know what I mean?
it's gonna be fucking oh my god, what the hell is his name from number 2?
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. Gary Busey's gonna come in but play his own like great grandfather, dude, like Jebediah fucking whatever. And that's gonna start the whole fucking government agency to look for predators.
I don't
It's
know.
all full circle, baby.
I mean, we really haven't gotten a lot on the film, so I don't know if like it's gonna dive into anything else having to do with like
I don't
that
even know if it
time
has to,
period,
dude. I don't think it
or-
has to.
or if
No,
it's
it
just
doesn't.
going to
It doesn't
focus
have
on
to.
the Cherokee tribe itself. And I love the fact that they went with a female lead for this,
Yes.
as opposed to a Cherokee male, which I mean, yeah, it would make sense because the Cherokee warriors were predominantly male.
Right.
But I love the fact that she's the one that steps up to protect her tribe. So maybe we'll get a scene of the males getting slaughtered, and she's like, "Well, fuck, I gotta do some shit, protect my people."
And I just wonder, like, if they're gonna think like it's some kind of like, okay, every Predator movie's always had where somebody's known the lore of the fucking Predator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, on the hot, steamy nights back. Yeah, whatever. We've heard it 1,000 times. Are we gonna get that? Or are they gonna think it's something else? Because, like, dude, in Steve's podcast specifically is covered. There is so much lore in Native American culture.
Yep.
So this could be anything. So, Chad, we don't have any
We
audio.
can't hear you.
Chad's like, fuck.
His mic sounded kind of poppy earlier too.
Yeah,
I don't know if
it
it was
did
just
a
on
little
my
bit.
end.
No, I heard it too.
But no, it looks very interesting.
Yeah.
If there's another trailer, I probably won't watch it. I like teasers, you know what I mean? I feel like it's just enough. If it's got me excited, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'd be
else
okay if
usually
this
shows
is
too
all
much.
they gave us. I'd be okay.
Yeah.
And I wish movies did that. Just give us one fucking trailer.
Dude.
Don't fucking ruin the fucking movie.
And don't do what Marvel does either, where they give you fake trailers.
Yeah.
Setting you up for expectations.
I mean,
Like
wait
the
a
whole
minute.
Professor X thing in Doctor Strange, I could have gone without knowing. I wish they wouldn't have given us that.
100%.
100%. There was a lot. I mean, think about just great. Well, I mean, not even great movies. Let's just think of horror movies in general.
Can you guys hear me?
Now
Yeah,
Okay.
Chad Daddy's back.
Some of
That
the
was my fault. I was leaning on the fucking cable.
some of the one teaser trailer that pops out into my mind is the Friday the 13th Part 6 trailer. It's nothing to it other than it's Jason's gravestone with the grave popping out and he's not in.
And it was awesome.
Right. So, like, that alone right there tells me the story of this movie, but it doesn't tell me what's going to happen.
Or go completely the opposite way of like fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, where it's Leatherface at a lake and you just have no
Like
idea.
a
what the fuck's going
ridiculous,
on.
like,
yeah.
caliber.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that teaser.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite teaser movies.
So fucking
Like I
delicious.
was sold just watching that fucking trailer. Like, yeah, I'm fucking down. Like, give it to me.
Yeah, man. I'm very excited for the new Predator movie.
So am I.
Because the last couple were just
The last good one was Part 2.
I liked Predators.
no.
I liked Predators. It was cool.
Predators wasn't
Okay,
bad,
alright.
but there was a lot of lines that they ripped from the OG one. Which
What
kinda
was the
made
one
me mad.
after Predators?
It's called
Predator.
The Predator.
The Predator
Okay,
was
okay,
fucking
so-
god awful.
Okay, hold on. The one saving grace that movie could have had is when that fucking suit opened up. If Arnold would have been in that fucking suit.
That was the original plan.
That was
Yeah.
supposed
When
to
they
That
couldn't
was
get
the
him,
original.
and he said no because he didn't want that small of a role. So then they came up with all these other wacky ideas where it was going to be Ripley, it was going to be Newt.
Yeah, that'd be dumb
Like there was a
too.
whole bunch of weird fucking
be
ideas
dumb.
that made
And
no
I don't
sense.
and I don't blame Arnold for saying no to that.
But I mean, hate them as you want, dude. I enjoy the AVP movies. I know.
The first
like
one,
them.
all right, no, the
I don't like
first
the
one.
second one. The
I
lighting's way
enjoyed.
too dark. The lighting's way too
See,
dark. On this
I
one.
like the second one even more because it's just aggressively more aliens.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Especially in the scene when the Predator alien is going in the hospital, fucking impregnating already pregnant women. That scene is so fucked, dude, and
I
it's
mean,
awesome. And I
my
love it.
my problem with the first, my problem with the first Alien versus Predator is it's PG-13 or whatever it is.
My
Because
problem,
Fox needed
like-
to make money.
my problem with it was the look of the Predator itself. It looked too cartoony.
I mean, now I will say, and I do not read books. However, the first couple AVP books I did actually read, and I do wish we actually got what we got in the books, but we'll never get that.
The books are just adaptations of the comics, so I know exactly what
Right.
you mean.
Yeah,
The comics, the first comic series was fantastic.
yeah, they're.
See,
I wish I remember the main girl's name in it, dude. But
See,
she essentially becomes the female Predator or whatever. But
See, I put Alien versus Predator, the first one, like in the same category for me as Freddy versus Jason. Yeah, I can watch it, but I got a lot of issues with it.
Yeah, dude, it's a popcorn movie. I totally admit it, and I don't
exactly
care.
what it is. Yeah,
That's
it's a popcorn
exactly why I watch it, because I'm like, I want to tune out and have fun.
Yep.
Yay!
I can't. Not with Freddy versus Jason anyway, at least. With Alien versus Predator, I can.
I
still
just
that's
love I loved the build up to Freddy versus Jason. How they had all those fucking like promos and shit.
I will still argue to that movie to this day. I do not care. I will have a full.
I will
hour
say.
and a half
I will say
argument.
this. For me, the worst line of that movie: "Place your bets." Shut up. They're fighting right in fucking front of you.
So really, really, not
that
how
was only in the
sweet,
trailer,
Dark
though.
Meat?
I was just about to say my favorite line. How sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they're no.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Scoots. Thanks, Scoots.
that's Freddy. Cool. But the fact that the girl says Freddy versus Jason, place your bets.
Yeah, that was kind of
that line was only used in the trailer, though. It was cut out for the movie.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't in the
Still,
movie.
And she had
Well,
nice
yeah, it was
tits.
pretty cheesy. Yeah, she does.
terrible
Still
even
does.
for the trailer. I'll give it that, honestly.
And Chad Daddy and I were like,
Yeah.
right there
She's
with
in
her.
she's in our intro.
She's in our intro.
She
Yes,
is.
And by
High
the way,
five.
the whole time she was there, she looked very cold.
She looked extremely cold. I
wasn't
should have
cold.
given
So
her my.
So I was like, why didn't
Nervous
one of you
face.
boys keep her warm? Like, come on.
Oh, Scoops would have.
Oh, Scoops tried. Scoops tried.
I know. You told
He
me
was
you
just
did.
off his game that day.
That happens. All right. Anything else nerdy, gentlemen? That was the one I had when the bag was the Predator.
What other trailer dropped today? Big Johnny D,
Mhm.
the new video game trailer.
Oh yeah, you want me to load that shit up?
Yeah, load that up because that looks
All right.
hella fun.
Well, then talk about something else while I'm loading that up. If you got anything.
Oh.
If not.
Wait.
Oh, look, and it's right there. I don't even have to type it in. Perfect.
Damn. I saw it today at work. I was excited.
Oh my god, it's so good, dude.
Okay, so I'm thinking of a
I
different
watched
trailer.
it 3 times and then showed my daughter once as well.
I watched it once, then made the wife and daughter watch it.
It looks like it's gonna be a fun game.
It does.
It's a brawler, and I love brawlers. So
And
don't
I'm not
think- I
really
di-
big on fighting games either, but it looks
I
fun.
didn't see
yeah,
it,
but
so I have
brawlers
no
are like
idea.
a weird kind of a fighting game. It's
Yeah.
not really the same.
Well, all right. Well, while you're pulling up that trailer, one quick one I have is for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. They released like a trailer of the comparison of movie
Yes.
stills to the fucking game itself, and
But-
you want to talk spot
But
on?
that's a little misleading because it also says not actual game footage. It shows basically the rendering they're capable of. I can guarantee it's not going to look quite that good when you're playing
No.
it.
I mean, even if you're playing in full K and
I don't
everything,
know.
like, yeah. Anyways, all right, gentlemen, I got it loaded. Wow, here we go.
Strange energy signature detected.
This will be the last trailer we'll watch.
Computer, what's my location? Computer.
Fucking Shaggy.
Hey, dude, what's going on here?
I hate that they didn't get Lillard for it.
I know it should be Lillard. I don't know who that is.
Oh, yeah, I don't know either.
What's up, Doc?
It's like flipping Schlums and Avatar.
Hey!
What'd I do to you?
Here we go. Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Fucking ultimate.
Poor Bug.
Oh,
I can't wait to see Ultra Instinct Shaggy versus Superman.
It's gonna be definitely mine. All right.
Not
That's not to say, but it's always after the trailer.
Whoa, you all right? Wow, that was messed up how that thing tornadoed.
Uh-oh, what the hell's going on here? We got some buffering issues.
What?
this looks fun.
That's interesting. That's never happened before.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I apologize. Oh. We'll make it small.
This part, I love this part.
Cutest little guy. I'm
Aw.
calling you Slobber, because you look like your name might be Slobber. You're gonna pay
I know
for
the random
attacking
just Tom and Jerry in
Slobber.
there.
I hope Tom and Jerry play them as like a duo character.
I
Yeah.
feel like you should. You'd be like
Have
Red
to.
Stimpy in the fighter.
Oh, this is so
fucking Jake with the E.
Look out below!
I don't know what's happening here, but this looks like a job for
Fuck yeah!
Oh.
I squealed like a girl when I saw this.
All right, then.
I got choked
You're
up
with
when
me.
he showed up.
Oh.
I fucking love the Iron Giant.
Yeah, fuck
Right?
yeah.
Oh my God, that's so
Fuck
So we
yeah.
got Wonder Woman, we got Steven Universe, we got Velma.
This is just the starting lineup.
Right.
Mhm.
So,
Like, this isn't even downloadable characters yet.
okay.
Yo,
So
that's
that being
fucking
said-
cool.
That being said, this has been a general discussion between me and my buddies playing games for a long time because we've been talking about this. This is a Warner Brother licensed property game,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So technically, any Warner Brother licensed character could be in this. So my question to you, gentlemen, and this is definitely a super on the spot question because we're at a minute or an hour 45. What random WB character would you want to be in this game?
The Animaniacs.
Think bigger, because I already got mine in the bag. It doesn't have to be. It could be Warner Brother, whatever Warner Brothers you want, dude.
Oh,
I'm gonna say the Winchesters.
That's.
I would love to see. I would love to see Sam and Dean.
Who do you?
I'm like drawing a blank right now. I like can't think of someone.
I see the wheels turning.
I'm going Austin Powers.
Oh shit!
Now we've been talking about this for fucking months, and my buddy's like, "I will buy that game if Austin fucking Powers is in the goddamn game." I was like, "Yeah, dude, could you imagine like him like whipping out the penis pump, dude, and like fucking like?"
It's a kids game. I don't think they'll fucking.
I
do
know,
it.
but it could. I wanted to have it. They could
That
still
would be
have
great,
Austin
but-
Powers, but
Have any of y'all watched the Pentaverant on Netflix? The Mike
No.
Myers movie or the Mike Myers show that's out.
no, I've heard. I've only heard that it's out, but I haven't heard anything about it.
It's a weird ass show, and he plays like fucking multiple characters in this fucking. But he voices Shrek again in it, and it's so fucking great because fucking Sasquatch works for the Pentaverant, and so like he's chasing Mike Myers. That's this reporter that's trying to build up his fucking career again, and they're like having some ogre festival or some shit, and Sasquatch is there, and they're like, "Oh, it's the ogre," blah blah blah. This and that, and like Bigfoot's about to fucking eat the fucking reporter, and then you hear fucking Shrek say, "I'll handle this," and like fucking it's like a giant Shrek costume, and he's all, "Nobody comes in my swamp," and like starts fucking beating the shit out of Bigfoot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. I any Warner Brothers property character. So like you got Harry Potter's, dude. You got fucking.
We'll definitely
Obviously,
get Harry
any
Potter.
DC, that's any DC universe right
Yeah.
there. But I mean, Warner Brothers is fucking huge, dude.
I guarantee
yeah,
you they'll give us crypto. They'll give us the from the Super Pets because the movie's coming out soon.
They'll
Only if
probably
it's
give you
voiced- then it has
crypto
to be-
and Bat Dog.
Then,
Yeah.
then it has to be voiced by The Rock.
Rock and Kevin Hart.
See, that's why I'm having a hard time picking one because there's so fucking many.
That's just what I was thinking.
And with that, you could even bring in, because Mortal Kombat's owned by Warner Brothers, so you can start bringing in Mortal Kombat. Fucking
See, I thought you were. That's what you were hinting.
well,
at.
that would have been the easy go-to, man. But I want to fight as Austin Powers because that would be fucking hilarious. I mean, come on, we have Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
I want
Why
LeBron
can't
James from fucking
Space Jam,
so I can beat the fuck out of him for making that movie.
There you
Only if they also bring in Michael Jordan.
Then I want Bill Murray because he's in Space Jam 1.
I can see, dude, if they just brought in randomly Michael Jordan. It'd be fucking hilarious.
But he'd have to be in the Toon Squad outfit.
Mhm. But his second character design is the fucking new one. And it, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but you could have, dude, any Warner Brothers, man.
Again,
Freddie was Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
at one
Freddie.
point.
I mean, yeah.
At point, not now. But
Jason was too.
Exactly.
Actually, Jason still partially is.
I mean,
because a lot of the DVD.
No, because they never really released a movie, so the rights went back.
The only rights that they used it for was MKX.
Warner
Warner
Brothers still
Brothers.
owns
Well-
parts of Jason Goes to Hell too.
Do they?
They do, yeah, they do.
Hmm.
That's that's weird how that worked, but no, because remember Warner Brothers took over New Line,
Right.
so some of the New Line stuff Warner Brothers
That's true.
still has.
That's true.
So they trust me. They wanted to shoehorn it. They could, Now the problem is now you got to go through Victor and Sean.
But
And
we're
all
not
that
going to.
shit.
Obviously,
No,
we're
that's-
clearly not going to get our horror guys in this
No.
kind of a game.
No, but I'm
by
trying
any
to
means.
think like outside.
But
Hackers, if you're listening, give us those mods.
Yeah. See, I
the
can't think of
Winchesters
it.
would be cool, dude. I could see them having the Winchesters in there, though.
See, I can't think of another one.
But it
There's
would
just
have
too-
but
there's
the
too many.
cartoony Scooby.
Yeah, it'd be like the
versions of
Scooby
them.
Doo style Winchesters, dude, for sure. Like that was exactly where my head went with it.
Oh, okay. All Real Monsters.
That's Nicktoons,
Yeah, that's
Warner
Nickelodeon.
Bros. Oh,
and they're on the Nicktoons Brawl because I got it. It's awesome. But
I'm trying to think
all
of
right,
some other
gentlemen,
Warner properties.
we are
This is
at
what-
an hour
this is-
and 50.
This is
so
why
think
I
we
need to get a system. I'm so far.
You're all
behind.
good, dude. But we're at an hour 50, gentlemen. So I'm going to say we probably should wrap this biatch up.
Yeah, let's call it a
wrap this
day.
one up.
So, Bob, do you want to start us off, homie, and we'll go clockwise?
This is your Killing Machine, Bobby Amon, saying we'll see you next week at Motel Hell, baby.
This is your host with the ghost, the Duke of the Dead, the Prince of the Paranormal, the Ghost Daddy, the Sinister Minister, the
Ooh.
Cryptid Keeper, Lord Scoopacabra saying, see you later, bitches.
Wow, that's a tough act to follow. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy saying, I'll see you next week, bitches. Pack your bags.
Yeah. And this is your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme saying adios, Gorehounds. And if you want to play Evil Dead after this, catch me at Hot Pockets. What up? Other than that, Andrew, last thing you need to remember is stay fresh cheese bags. Scoobs, is there something else you wanted to say?
I'm Iron Man.